What's up, guys? It's Crow, True Hookah King with Goth Creation with part 2 of my marijuana video. Now this is straight from the evaluation center. Okay? Methods of use. We'll just go ahead and recap. Because I know I mentioned this in the other one. I didn't mention all of them though. It's just like a little summary of what you can do with it. Inhalation, onset within 1 to 2 minutes, lasts 1 to 4 hours. Smoking, not recommended in vaporizer, which is smokeless and healthier for your lungs. And a vaporizer, in my opinion, keeps you high longer. Ingestion, onset 1 to 2 hours, lasts 6 to 8 hours. Cookies, brownies, candy, tea, more difficult to dose, so begin with small amount. Thought to be more potent and to be stronger sedative. Yeah. Sublingual, onset 5 to 15 minutes, lasts 3 to 4 hours. Med strips or liquid tincture and alcohol. Oil or glycerin. Place under the tongue. Start with a few drops or small piece until dose is known. Then there's topical. Onset varies. For external use on skin, for arthritis or rashes. Forms: balms, lotions, salves, rubbing alcohol. Rubbing alcohol with THC in it. There you go. The three types of cannabis all help relieve pain and nausea and stimulate appetite. The differences are listed below. Cannabis sativa, daytime medication, more THC, less CBD, which is cannabidiol, I guess. More psychoactive effects, more stimulating to the brain. Works well for relieving depression, migraine headaches, and encourages activity. There you go. Alright, cannabis indica, nighttime medication. More CBD, less THC. More body effects, more relaxing to the brain. Works well for relieving anxiety, encourages sleep, relieves muscle spasms. And then there's a hybrid, which is a cross between sativa and indica and can have varying effects. Everything right there. You have the facts. That's what it says. Look it up. Look it up yourself. Now, the only problem that I've come across is when people who sell the stuff don't know what they're talking about. For instance, there's a strain called Green Crack, which is a sativa. And for some reason, this one place that I was going to buy from calls it an indica. It's not an indica. It is a sativa. I don't know why they thought it was an indica, but for whatever reason they did. So that's one of the problems that you gotta be careful with when you buy from. If you buy, try to go to a dispensary and not one of these delivery service people. So there again, why would you take something like an antidepressant from the pharmacy when you could smoke some of this sativa right here for relieving depression? If you stop smoking marijuana, you're not going to become suicidal. If you stop taking their medication that you get from the pharmacy, you could. You could. It won't. It's not. I'm not saying you will become suicidal, but there's a very good chance you could if you stop taking it. So why? Why risk it? This is a plant you can grow yourself at home if you have a card. But why go through all the bullshit to get a fucking card? Why not make this shit legal? Once and for all. Just drop the shit and make it legal. I don't understand why. The government can tax it. They could. Stoners are going to be too lazy to grow this shit themselves, or trying to grow it themselves, and they're most likely just going to want to go to a smoke shop or a dispensary or whatever, if there's a separate smoke shop for it or whatever, and buy a pack of joints or buy an eighth of something. You can tax it. You can. You could probably drop the prices down lower than what it costs on the street, as of right now anyways. So there'd be no competition. I mean, I don't trust getting my stuff off the street. Like back in the day, you know, I've tried it before. I'm not gonna lie. You know, when I was like 14, 16. But I didn't like doing it because I had a bad experience one time. It was laced. It was laced with something. So I just won't do it. I won't buy my stuff off the street. I don't like doing that. And if this November it's supposed to be on the ballot to vote for it to be legalized, I want you guys to vote legal for it, whether you're going to use it or not. Just vote for the legalization. Give me thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Subscribe. Do whatever you want to do. I mean, add me as friend. But I mean, if you guys are going to vote legal for it, give me thumbs up and leave a comment. If you're going to vote for it to still be illegal, give me thumbs up, but leave a comment. But yeah, it's just I don't know what else to tell you guys. I mean, if you've already watched the history of weed, which I put a comment in my first video, my first one about marijuana. First video, I should probably put part 1 to it. Then you should know right there. Part 2 was in the video responses, which you should have seen in the description. I told you guys that. And so if you scroll down on History of Weed, you see the video response with another little cartoony guy on it. You click on that. There you go. There's another one. The Declaration of Independence is written on paper made from hemp, yet what are we doing? We have that shit illegal. Why? I know George Washington had to have been smoking the shit. He had a marijuana farm. What do you think he was growing it for? You know he was smoking it. Come on. Come on, alcohol was illegal for a long time. Alcohol was. If I fought it long enough, it's legal now. The government taxed it. I think the only reason it was illegal is because, again, they couldn't make money from it. You have to understand, with the government, they're corrupt. They love money. That's just how it is. They love money. If they can't make money from something, then they won't. They'll just make it illegal and arrest people for it. Pretty stupid, don't you think? If you have anything to say about this video, haters, trolls, whatever, watch the first one. I mean, I don't want to have to type a comment of something that I already explained in the first video. This video should be a video response to the first one, and the first one will probably be as a video response to this one, so that way you can find both videos, just, you know, right there. Just like that. I don't know what else to say. Hopefully this has changed a lot of your guys' minds, you know. It helps you understand a little bit about marijuana. It's surprising how a lot of you guys don't know. And if this hasn't changed your mind, then shit, I don't know what else to do. You know? Hopefully I hit some of you religious people out there. You know, in the Bible, plant for the healing of the nations. I remember watching an episode of Cops. On the back it said, what would Jesus do? They arrest the guy for marijuana. Cop says, you think Jesus would do that? I don't think so. Well, you know what? I disagree. I think he did.